football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So USF's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Alabama... Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got it.
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Glover. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes to the left. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Dropping back, it's Dyer. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Looking for the time with the extra point. And these guys guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The give out of the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Going to the running game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Power football with the run. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Got it behind the line. It's Hale. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I can keep going. Quinn Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Leaves it with the running back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He'll pull it down. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Horton. Got some room there to the goal line. Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nimrod. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's looking deep.
Picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They'll try the run. Hard running there. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Fourth down is coming. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Ashley. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Glover. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Using his legs, it's Keller. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job of the base defense making the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Creates a little space. He's loose. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown time. How about this back staying on track and getting it out on the option?
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hale. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Get ready.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You can just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good.
Scores on the sneak.
I'll tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Across the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Behind his way right away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. catch in the middle is covered. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll immediately call timeout. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line.
Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. On the run, it's Gibson. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner is stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wilson to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Gets the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Here comes the option. They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together.
And the quarterback pulled up through and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease. It's Green. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the
touchdown tie, and they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Close to the marker, it's Smith. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wilson will throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Porter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. ready, 3rd and long. This is a designed run. And the Bulls will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy at.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. And some room to work. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to...
Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening the Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had...
There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late. Maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wilson to pass. Here's a heat. Escapes trouble. Throws to the tight end. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here.